Who doesn't like some royal family drama? Black Panther, released in 2018, directed by Ryan Coogler. Production budget of $200 million, a worldwide total of $1.3 billion for a $1.1 billion profit. Not too bad. Starring Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o, Danai Gurira, Martin Freeman, Letitia Wright, Winston Duke, and Andy Serkis. Well, this was quite the event when it came out. It was wildly popular in the US and very popular around the rest of the world. It exceeded all expectations, broke a whole bunch of records, and made a whole bucket of money. It's no surprise that Wakanda had such a strong presence in Infinity War later on. It was visually dynamic, had some incredible soundtrack and audio work in it. Costumes were crazy and vibrant and so detailed. One part geopolitical thriller, one part James Bond, one part, I don't know, some mad royal house drama stuff, and then a whole bunch of sci-fi stuck in there as well. It truly captured the essence of the comic books. Whenever you read about Wakanda, whenever you saw Wakanda in the comics, they were always super high-tech, but still proud of where they came from. And this movie was very much about being proud of where you came from. And sci-fi, high-tech, superheroics as well. We got to see the Panther in action with an excellent opening and then throughout the rest of the movie as well. Very dynamic and fairly brutal combat style, which was quite enjoyable to watch. Watching the way he fought, watching the way his bodyguard fought. Dora Milaje. Come on. Dora Milaje. I think that's right. The king does not quip. Did you notice that? No jokes from T'Challa. Everyone else got to be a little bit funny. None for him. I really liked M'Baku. Actually, M'Baku, Shuri, and Agent Ross, they're my three favorite support characters in this film. I have to admit, I'm really happy to see that the CIA is actually a thing in the MCU. And they managed to bring a whole bunch of mystical stuff in here as well. The father-son on the mystical planes of ancestors. That was nicely done. And I like the way they blended it into everything else that was happening. A couple of things I'm not so keen on. I think Ulysses Klaue was a brilliant villain, and Andy Serkis did him fantastically. I think he was gone too soon. Such an interesting character in the comics. Even as a B-C grade villain, still a unique and unusual character. Kind of annoyed they wrote him out this quick. Killmonger was good. I liked Killmonger as a villain. I would have preferred Ulysses Klaue as the villain. I would have preferred them both working together for the whole movie. That would have made for a better challenge and a more interesting situation. Another thing is, every now and then the CGI stood out as not quite polished. It's Marvel's fault, really. I mean, they go and set the bar so high. Anything that's slightly below is noticeable. Not enough to ruin the movie, not enough to derail the movie, but enough to notice, and enough that I know other people have noticed, and I've heard quite a few other people comment on that. Some of the exposition and info dump at times was a tad clumsily handled. And lastly, it almost fell into the third act curse. If it wasn't for the battle above ground, the big fight, where you got the Dora Milaje running around battling the border tribe, armored rhinoceri coming charging through, if it wasn't for that exciting stuff happening up there, the fight between the Black Panther and the Golden Jaguar, honestly, a bit dull. It wasn't great. I mean, it was good, just wasn't breathtaking, wasn't great. We've seen better, actually. I was expecting a little bit more Captain America versus Winter Soldier style combat. Fast, furious, hard-hitting and stuff. However, I was having the most fun with this movie when they were doing the espionage type stuff. Like in the casino, that whole James Bond rip-off scenario. I loved that. I loved everything about the South Korean sequence. That I really enjoyed, including the car chase and everything, and the fact that they slid in literally the classic car gag and it didn't suck. I was impressed with that. I actually laughed at that. That could have been so much worse, but they squeaked that one in. I like that, and it was just good value. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. It was fast when it had to be, slow when it needed to be. It was all around a good time. Is it my favorite MCU movie? Is it up at top? I'm afraid not. I didn't get as much out of this as a lot of other people did. I'm going to put this one down with the Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Still a good movie. Still an enjoyable movie. But not one of my go-to movies if I feel like watching a random MCU film. If I was really wanting to go for a bit of a political spy action film, I'd watch The Winter Soldier. And if you doubt its impact, jump online, search for some news articles, check out some YouTube clips. Have a look at the impact and the effect that it had in America. It was quite a phenomenon over there. Anyway, that's my review. Hope you're having a good week. Go watch a movie. Catch you later.